Hey there, and welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck Talk Versus. Today, we're playing Duel Links. We're going up against Zack. He's at ZackP72 on Twitter. Really good guy. He's got some really solid decks, and we decided to challenge each other and see what kind of cards we got and see what kind of decks we can go up against. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go do a few duels, and let's see how Zack does. I think he's got some pretty good builds, and we'll see where he's at. All right, Zack's sitting at silver rank 4, so let's see where he's at. He's with Ishizu Ishtar, so let's get moving here. So I'm going second. Let's get things set up. Hopefully we get some pretty good hand, because at least the deck that I'm running right now, it's a dragon deck build. I've used some pieces of the recent structure deck that came out, but also taking advantage of quite a few of the cards that were in that Mokuba event. As you can see here, we got Kid Mono Dragon. Ideally in my hand, I would have liked a level 5 or higher monster. I do run multiple copies of Dark Flare, and I do run multiple copies of other higher level dragons. I like Flame Tyrant and cards like that. But other than that, this is not the ideal hand, but let's see what we could do with it. So it looks like our opponent's got some Bubonic Vermin out there on the field. I definitely like that card a lot for a stall tactic. Just keeping monsters on the field and keeping your opponent from trying to get to your life points if they load in the field. So, and hopefully setting up for some kind of play with a tribute summon or something like that. So, but it's nice to see Zack using Card Trader. I know that's one that is available at the Card Trader on actually within Duel World. And it really acts as a once per turn switcheroo skill that you could get with Bandit Keith, and this is much better because you don't have the life point limitation or the twice per duel. You can just use it as long as it's on the field. So yeah, I really like that he's using that card. I think it's a good setup. And now I got the Dark Flare Dragons, so we're in good shape at this point. So what we'll do is we'll lay down a Kid Mono. Hopefully we could lure out our opponent to attacking us, and maybe we could get Zack to bite on us being able to bring out our Dark Flare. Even if he doesn't, though, we could just tribute summon that Kid Mono Dragon for the Dark Flare. So yeah, regardless, I think we're in pretty good shape with loading the field at this point. So let's see. Now Zack's already got another Bubonic Vermin out on the field, and looks like he's not necessarily having the hand that he wants, utilizing that Card Trader spell card. So let's see what he ends up doing. Play the waiting game. Okay, so he's got double summon. This is going to be interesting. Looks like he's activated a normal summon for Gravekeepers, so I'm assuming now we're going full on Gravekeepers now, and this is not what you like to see. Don't like to see a Gravekeepers Oracle. One of the better cards in the game right now. So it's got some really good effects depending on if you want to destroy face down monsters or if you want to reduce all face up monsters to zero attack, or no, not to zero attack, but reduce their attack by 2,000. In this case, it's bringing mine down to zero attack. So, yeah, this is not the best situation, but we'll see how we could handle it. So while he's going to attack, I think we're going to activate Dragon's Rebirth here. So at least that way we'll just remove our monster from play and bring out Dark Flare Dragon from the hand. But also, since it's been targeted, we could also bring out another monster from the deck, and it has to be normal. So I think we're going to put down put down a Blue Eyes onto the field in defense position. So in case it does get destroyed or anything along those lines, then at least we have it sitting in the graveyard and maybe get another Dragon's Rebirth in a future hand. So we'll bring out that guy. So Dark Flare Dragon's on the field now. We're in pretty good shape. We should be able to get over his Oracle as long as he doesn't end up summoning another one, but I don't think that's the case. He's already used up all of his summons. So a little bit surprised he didn't try to attack the Blue Eyes that's sitting on the field right now, but we'll take it. Ooh, and there we go. We got another Dragon's Rebirth. So this could come into play pretty handily. So what we'll do is we'll use enemy controller. We'll destroy the blue eyes. That way we'll have them in the graveyard. Take control of that that oracle, and let's do some damage in the main phase. So attack the face down monster. We already know it's the Vernon there, but Kid Mono couldn't get over that card, so we can't finish this turn on a one kill type thing. And we can't activate our trap card yet since we just put it down. So yeah, let's see what kind of plays we have going on now. Curious to see what Zack plans on doing at this point. Activating the card trader again. It's just a really underrated card if your opponent is not one who could destroy spell and trap cards in one, because this card, admittedly, its shortfall is that it does not have really much to stop good spell or trap cards. That's just the way that this deck is formatted. It's very monster heavy. Just because, I mean, if you're constantly moving monsters in and out of the in and out of the graveyard and all that stuff, you want to have some monsters. So it looks like we're taking some monsters out of the graveyard. The Shallow Grave was activated. I can tell where Zack's going with this. It looks like what he wants to do is hopefully draw into another Oracle and just really mess me up. So, but it seems like he's taking a gamble right now. Because right now he's got no cards in the hand. So I think at this point, if I can run over whatever monsters he's got out onto the field, he's got about a turn, or I guess effectively 2 draws, because he's got card trader out there if he doesn't draw Oracle. But let's see what we can do here. We could try running over these guys. So yeah, we'll run over his other Gravekeeper monster. So at this point, we are in pretty good shape. We're at a good point in this duel where it seems like we're in control. The only thing that could really stop us is another Gravekeeper's Oracle. At least that's what it seems like at this point. So it looks like Zack set another monster. So at this point, we'll draw another one. We've been getting a lot of Kid Mono Dragons this duel. So we got all 3 of our monsters in this set. So at least what we'll do is we'll enter the battle phase here. We'll swing for his face down monsters, and see, this is the Pump Princess card. This is another reason why this deck can be really tripped up. I really don't have an answer to a monster or I really don't have an answer to spell cards or trap cards, anything in the back row. So if he was able to stall this out, if he was able to stall this duel out, then little by little, the attack and defense of my monsters will have been chipped away at, and he'd win this duel pretty handily, because again, I don't have a response to that. So I mean, it's a simple tweak with the deck, and you could add a few things, but at least the way that this one's run, it's just not going to work out for me if things went a little bit differently. So we'll lay down Ultimate Providence, and we'll tribute summon, just that he knows that we got our extra Dark Flare in the hand. And this should be enough to get things going here. So we'll just send that to the graveyard. We'll just send another light monster in there, because I figured if we do draw into another Dark Flare Dragon, we should have a dark and light monster in the graveyard to special summon if we get a third one. Granted, if for whatever reason we end up getting destroyed. So. But anyway, that's it for this duel here. That was a really good duel. It seemed like I knew what Zack was trying to do there. He's trying to get that extra Oracle, and would have been a much different story. Alright, we're back with another duel here. It's Yugi versus Seto Kaiba. So let's see where we're going with this one. I'm assuming that Zack's trying to do something more of a dragon-oriented type deck. I'll be using my Power of the Dark deck with my Fiend deck build. Not the best opening hand right now, and I got mad respect for Zack right now for also using Stray Lambs. I think that's a very underrated spell card as of this point. So what we'll do is, at least right now, we'll put down some Stray Lambs onto the field. We do got some pretty good traps, so we'll do we'll throw these guys down there. We'll just end the turn on that and see where we can go. Now what we could have also done was then set our Archfiend Empress on the field by tributing those two 2 lamb tokens. But for now, let's have a lamb standoff. I mean, this is just looking great. This just brings a tear to my eye to see all these lambs on the field. But alas, they're gone. He's tribute summoning for his tyrant there. So this does not look good for us at this point. Got one of the better cards on the field. I can't target him with trap cards either. So we'll just put down the Doom Dog. See if we could, I don't know. See if we could stall out. Maybe get another Necros here. Yeah, at this point, this is just not looking good. But I'm kind of surprised though. He just ended his turn. Maybe he's afraid that there's something that's going to destroy his tyrant. So this is a pretty good bluff right now. If we could hold off, this could actually turn things around for us. So yeah, not attacking again. So I think we just got really lucky so far. So at least what we could do is try and get over his tyrant by bringing out our Archfiend Empress here. And because we do have Yami on the field, so this is enough to get us over. And Doom Dog's effect activates, so we could bring out, we'll bring over another Empress into the hand. So let's enter the battle phase and let's swing over this guy, because I mean that's a major threat. I mean, again, if he got a little bit more aggressive and attacked, the duel would be over by now. So I mean, he definitely, that was definitely a win on Zack's part. Yeah, he definitely would have won that one. So now we're still in it. So let's play this one out and see if we could capitalize off of that. But yeah, I mean, man, props to Zack. I mean, this is a really good setup. I mean, anything with Tyrant in there. I mean, I love those kind of decks, and it just does so much freaking damage. And oh crap, this is a really good card here. But at least what we're able to do is activate Ultimate Providence, and we'll send a card to the graveyard for that one. And because it's a monster, it deactivates or negates a monster's effect. So yeah, I mean, this is just this would have been another win for Zack too, just off of that card. If I didn't have Ultimate Providence to negate that monster effect, yeah, this game would pretty much be in hand for Zack. But just happen to have the right cards. So let's bring out our Necrofear here. So get that onto the field. And yeah, we could swing for game, and that's it. I mean, I don't know, if a few plays went differently, I wouldn't have this field, I wouldn't have this setup. But yeah, Zack definitely had a good deck build there. Mad props to him on that one. All right, we're back in action. I'm running Bandit Keith. Zack's running Maximilian Pegasus. I'm going second. I do have the restart skill, so this could end up pretty good in my opinion. But looks like we're going against a Toon deck, so this is going to be interesting. You know, the hand was not bad, but I'm going to restart this one and see if we get something a little bit better. As you can see, I'm running my Magnet deck. I guess I probably would have been better with that first hand. But yeah, I'm running my Magnet deck, so we're going to see if we could get something going on here with, you know, see if we get Valkyrion. But already it seems like Zack's protecting that Toon world. And I know it's a really good strategy, since that's the lifeblood of any of these Toon decks. Toon Kingdom is out now, as long as you get Maximilian Pegasus to level 40. Zack was talking to me a little while ago. He's working on getting up to level 40. I think he's almost there too. So yeah, then he'll get his Toon Kingdom, and this deck will be a much different story. As far as, I mean, I won't be able to affect any of his Toon monsters, and it should be pretty easy wins for him. So anyway, we're continue there. I mean, he's still got a strategy going with the Bubonic Vermin. Always a solid strategy in my opinion. So activating his effect too, that's a good play. So at least he could fill the field, have 2 monsters on there, potentially use them for tribute summon if he's got something good in his hand right now. Definitely doable. Oh, yep, sure enough, he's taking advantage of that. 2 summon. What's he using now? Oh, he's got Manga Ryoran. Okay, so that's pretty good. We'll order to charge, since he doesn't have Toon Kingdom right now. If he did, wouldn't be able to do that. It'd be a much different story. We'd probably be losing a lot sooner. But now Now we've cleared the board. We've got a delta. So let's put down beta first. Yeah, activate or put down a Machizer onto the field there. So we'll swing for 1700. Put ourselves in pretty good position right now. I'm feeling confident because we do have delta in the hand if we need to. Could summon delta and send another magnet warrior to the graveyard. Hopefully destroy our delta and go from there. Oh man, Zack's got copycat. Man, that's a good card. That's one that you know, is just an absolute beast. It could really stun your opponent if they got a really strong monster out on the field. Now I got my Valkyrie on the Magna Warrior, so yeah, let's summon Delta for right now. So we're gonna bring Delta out. We're gonna activate the effect. Let's just send I don't know. We'll just send one of these guys to the graveyard. We'll just send Alpha to the graveyard just for the heck of it. So yeah, let's see what we'll do is yeah, we'll just run into him. But I'll activate my trap card here, because at least what I'll be able to do is destroy my Delta, and thus activating its effect. So instead of swinging for 1600, we'll banish these three Magnet Warrior cards. Bring out the Valkyrion from the deck, since I already got one in the hand, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, we'll bring out my second one from the deck, and we should be able to swing for game. So yep, that about did it. That was a pretty good combo play there, and we got past some Toon monsters. So, but yeah, with Toon Kingdom, different story. That was an excellent build, Zack. Good deck. We're gonna wrap this one up with a final duel between Odeon and YamiYugi. So at least my deck, this one's a little bit different. This is one that I've been kind of playing around with. It's a wind, earth, whatever you want to call it, surprise deck. Basically, this whole deck revolves around a ton of stall tactics, in which I'm really just waiting for a copy of the atmosphere and snatch up my opponent's monsters and hopefully swing for game pretty effectively and pretty early on. But here we go again, man. I'm with you, Zack. I love the Stray Lambs, one of my favorite underrated cards. So now it looks like he's setting a monster. So let's see what we could do here. We'll put out Genetic Woman onto the field. I mean, it's pretty good attack, 1700 attack. We'll go with that. We'll swing into this monster. Not too sure what it is. Okay, so we got Dark Magician. I see where we're going here. This is going to be a pretty fun duel so far. If I could end up snagging one of these Dark Magicians with my with the atmosphere, be in some pretty good shape. So yeah, oh man, so Zack's got the 1,000 Knives. He's going to combo that to destroy my face down monster. That was a pretty good call. And he's going to run over my Genetic Woman. So yeah, this is a pretty tough situation, but at least what we could do is we could stall out with some Stray Lambs. And I think what I'll do is I'll lay down a Harpy Lady 3, and that way, if he does attack into Harpy Lady, the monster that runs into it can't attack for the next 2 turns. So again, this is all part of my stall tactics of really just kind of waiting this one out. So we got those Stray Lambs. Looks like he's attacking into that. Oh, okay. So looks like his Blue Dragon Summoner won't be able to attack for the next 2 turns. Would have preferred that to be the Dark Magician, but you know, I'll take it anyway. So at this point, let's just throw down a Sonic Duck and just run over his Blue Dragon Summoner. Just want to get that guy off the field. I don't want it to be any tribute fodder or anything along those lines, since I know it can't attack anyway. Now, yeah, I know I'm exposing myself to another Dark Magician attack, but let's see where we go from here. I know he's got another Dark Magician in hand, so he's going to set a card. Yeah, Dark Magician at this point is... yeah, I'm going to run over my Sonic Duck, go figure. So at this point, and I do have the skill to search out either... or have the draw sense to get a spell or trap card if I need it. Right now, not necessarily the case, because I don't have too many other ones that I'm really looking for at the moment. But I'm really hoping that that he's got a weaker monster to attack into my 2000 defense Cocoon of Evolution. But judging from what Zack's doing right now, looks like he's summoning a Dark Magician. So looks like he's already loading up the field with those Dark Magicians. This is not looking good right now for me. Not looking too good. So he's going to run into both of those. He's going to get over my Cocoon of Evolution pretty easily. Now if I'm going up against a deck with a lot of level 4, level 3 monsters, that's a really good card as a stall tactic too, because it's got such a high defense. But in a duel like this, where you got the Dark Magicians out on the field, not so much. So we're just going to load the field. We're going to set. I know we have Wild Tornado on there, kind of hoping for a miracle where maybe he wants to destroy my back row, and I can destroy one of his Dark Magicians. But even then, this is going to be a tall task. So now he's got another Blue Dragon Summoner. So this is not looking good. Oh, and he's got the 1,000 Knives. So can't negate that. So at this point, it looks like he's in position to win here. He's gonna knock out my Lamb tokens and swing for 2,500. So yeah, he's got a really good deck there with that Dark Magician setup. I definitely wasn't any match for that one. That was a really good duel. Just excellent job overall, Zack. That was a good duel. So anyway, that's it for today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck Talk Challenge versus whatever you want to call it. Yeah, Zack, you did a hell of a job. At ZackP72 on Twitter. Hit him up, and I'm sure he'll want to duel just about anybody and everybody. He's got some really good decks. I know he's working on a lot of new stuff too. He's got he's got your typical meta builds, and I know he's got a pretty darn good Mako deck. But I know he didn't use any of those in today's challenge. So, but I mean, he's just a really good duelist overall. Man, we had a great time, and that Dark Magician deck, I'm telling you, you got to watch out for that one. That one's definitely one of my favorites. I'm always a big fan of Dark Magician type deck builds, and best of all, he did that without even needing a 3-star demotion skill. And I'm not taking a stab at the 3-star demotion, but I always like seeing more creativity with utilizing your Dark Magician type builds and doing something different. I know there's a few of you out there who do the same type of thing, and I got mad props for you guys. That's for sure. So, but overall, had a great time. Thanks again for dueling, Zack. That was awesome. And if any of you listeners want to hit me up for some duels as well, just reach out to me on Twitter at Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck Talk. It's all one word, at Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck Talk. And we could definitely do some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck Talk versus challenges and anything along those lines. I'd love to record more of these and do a few more of these. Yeah, these are just a blast. So yeah, in my opinion, it is awesome. Always up for some duels. So thanks a lot for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Take care.